Hi everyone, welcome to my live. It's a lot later than I assumed it would be on a Sunday, but there were some personal things taking place in my life and some family stuff. So I finally have the chance and the opportunity to go live to keep up with my promise to myself and to those who are interested to evolve and awaken to yourself in a new way. Today, I'm specifically going to speak to empaths. And the reason I'm speaking to empaths today is because rarely ever do I scroll on Instagram. I mean, ever, and Facebook. Rarely ever. And I do, and it could be like a split second, like 3 seconds, and then I'm like, oh, I can't, the energy's too intense. So yesterday, in those few seconds that I just scrolled, Teal Swan appeared. Now, I've heard Teal Swan before, years ago. I don't really listen to her. I like what she says, and there's just something that I don't fully resonate. However, if you resonate, that's amazing. I respect her highly. But she said something that I really was interested in, and she said her assumption, which isn't a new assumption, it's something that a friend of mine had shared with me and we had talked about before. But it was so interesting that others are thinking the same way, that an empath, basically, if we look at it from the human realm, the empath is hyper aware of their environment and people and how people are feeling due to their childhood trauma of needing to know where danger is to feel safe and feel protected, right? When to stay quiet, when to hide, when to respond, when not to. So what happens is it's as if we have these antennas that become super sensitive to danger, right? Super sensitive to people's moods, what they're feeling, what they're thinking. It's like we become highly attuned to others. But there's a sentence, one sentence she said at the end of that video. It was a short clip. It was like a minute long, a short clip. And that sentence was like, so interesting. And it was this. And I'm going to paraphrase because I don't have it at the top of my head and I have to rewatch and take notes. I'm going to paraphrase in the sense of, if you're an empath in a room, you walk into a room, your first instinct is to detect, you sense the environment around you to see who is feeling what, so that you can sense where danger is, so you can stay away from them, so you can protect yourself, right? Instead of walking in a room and sensing where all the happy people are and being with them. Isn't that amazing? So, the most interesting part about this is that we are capable of doing both, because when we were children, of course, we needed our bodies and our senses and our intuition and our telepathy and whatever other tools we had to protect and feel safe. We needed that in hyper alert awareness so that we can know and detect, how is mom feeling? How is dad feeling? Shall I speak? Who do I need to become in this environment to feel safe? Because I'm feeling other people's feelings and knowing their body language and everything. Today we are not in that same situation. Of course, unless you're married to a narcissist, you have family members who are narcs who live with you. But in general, you are not in that, you are not trapped like we were as children in environments that were freaky scary and we needed to protect and save ourselves, right? And so we needed to become these antennas. Today it's very different. And since we've had that training from a young age, wouldn't it be nice, exciting and delightful to use what we learned from young age to detect and sense other people's feelings and emotions and understand them and take them in to feel safe, to actually start detecting joy and happiness and because all environments are going to have both polarities exist, the dense energy and the lighter energy. How would it be, instead of walking in a room, to figure out where is dangerous for me to stay away from? Who do I need to walk on eggshells around? Who do I need to shut my voice so I don't speak, so I don't trigger them? Instead of doing all that, which we desperately needed as kids, if we can walk into a space and instead start to feel where are the pockets of joy? Who are the people that are more at peace? Where are the other fabulous empath sensitives, wonders of the world in whatever space? And just shift our perception. Now that we're highly attuned and we got the most incredible training in our childhood life to feel and sense other people's energies, how about changing that around now? Because now you're free. You are free to choose who to be with. You are not trapped as a child in a home that feels dangerous with parents that you don't know when they'll be angry, when they'll be happy, if you're allowed to speak or not, you're allowed to share yourself or not with them, right? If you can be authentic or you can't. Like, there's no danger really. There's no consequences. You are free now as an adult, as a mature person, to hone into that what you fine-tuned so well as a child and a teen and everything. You can now take these fine-tuned, like now you can really feel happy people, at ease people. You know, everyone has problems, but the ones you're safe around. And that's what you can magnetize towards. How about if we change that perspective? If we start to magnetize towards that more, since we have the ability, since this is something we do naturally, we can sense other people, feel their feelings, hear what they say, all that wonderful stuff due to the upbringing we all had. Why not start to sense differently? Start to sense people, the ones that I feel safe with, the ones that bring joy, the ones that feel good to be around, and start to attract myself more towards that. Instead of always like fearing, getting away from, right? We can go towards. So now it's, again, it's fear or trust, right? So I'm looking for those who trust. I trust the divine has the same amount of people who would make me feel crap. I have the same amount of people who would make me feel good in the same space I'm walking into. I'm just going to start sensing those that feel good, sensing those, and I will start to shift my paradigm to attract that more. And how we do that, because I've been using it now for some time, once that information came to me, how I've been using it is prior to going anywhere or seeing anyone, I tell myself, I am ready to connect with all the delights of life. I am ready to sense all the joy in life. I am open to receiving the wonders of the light and love of life. And you tell yourself that. So basically you're telling your like how Abraham Hicks says, you change your radio station. You change it by speaking it to yourself and saying, the radio station, the antennas that I have, these are the people, these are the environments I want to start to sense and detect with my tentacles, with my antennas, right? And then all of a sudden, everything shifts. I mean, it's been working. I mean, I walk into spaces, whatever they are. I say, I want to talk to delightful people. I want to experience delight and joy and peace and harmony and laughter and fun and ease and easy people, right? And easy environments. And all of a sudden, my body just moves away from these denser energies that were only about being victims and talking drama, and they have to just be in problems to solve problems, to find more problems to solve problems. And I find myself, and even if those people are like that in nature, around me, that pocket of time with me, they're joyous, they're laughing, they're easy. It's not that they're going to be my best friends, but that's the interactions that I'm starting to attract. And I think this is something that you have the ability to also start to do as deeply empathetic people. We don't have to only be attached to narcissists, dark beings, and warding them off. We don't need to protect ourselves anymore. There's nothing. We can leave at any point. It's just the program of our childhood survival mode that's in us, that's trying to help us. But you do have the opportunity now, since you're older, right? And you're independent, right? Even if you still live with your parents, it doesn't matter. You can still leave at any point. If you drive, you can take the car and go for a drive. You can just ignore. You can do anything you want. You can choose to get your antennas out, to detect the joys, the delights, the happiness. Because now you are speaking the codes of what you want your body to receive and be around. You speak it out, it becomes the code, your body starts to attune and it starts to search. And you find yourself attracted towards that. Is this making sense? I really hope it's making sense. It's just a tiny little bit of insights to offer you. I'm doing those workshops now, live workshops in the Greenfield Park Community Center that just opened, and it's delightful, and we go really deep in, and there's so much more information to share. So if you do live in Montreal and you do live really close, join in. Get my information off of Facebook, join in out of YouTube, and send me an email and just join. It's for free, and it's fun and exciting, and it's for women, just dedicated for women, just to say. It's just for women. And just come and enjoy discovering who you are. Like, these are all fabulous insights that you also all can receive once you open up, once you start awakening, once you sit with self, once you realize these thoughts are not who you are, these feelings, that you don't have to continue moving in the same program that that was saving you as a child, that was there to protect you as a child. You don't have to live in that same program. You can use the insights and the tools and the blessings and the training that you received from that childhood for better things, for things you truly desire. You can use them for what you truly want in life, instead of fearing what you don't want and using them in the dimension in which you were just taught how to fine-tune them. I love you all dearly. Take care of yourselves. Please don't forget to put your thumbs up, send me a little heart, leave me your comments, your insights, whatever it is you want to share, so that I know that I am interacting with humans out there, and I am of benefit of some kind. These insights, what I see, what I feel, what I share with you, is of service or of help or of guidance of any kind. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. Bye.